All right, guys, here is the R1 after it is all finished up with the monster fairings. Guys, what is up? We are back making another video here in the garage. It is me and Tim over there chilling on the 70. But for this video, guys, we are going to be installing monster fairings, that's what's in the box right there, on a 2003 Yamaha R1. And it's going to be kind of a tutorial video, and they are custom painted so you guys can kind of see what they look like. But we will go inside in just a second so you guys can check out the R1, what it looks like naked right now with nothing on it, and then we will get right into the tutorial. Oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
Alright guys, so the next thing Tim and I are tackling is the front fairing. That is obviously where the headlights go. So for any of you guys that have this year of R1, you're going to notice there is a little screw right there. If you'll focus, but there's the screw that actually goes in that part of the fairing right there. So you pretty much, once you get everything set up here, there's a space back here. You can't really see, it's a little dark, that you have to put the screw in. And once you get it threaded and poking out, you're going to pretty much insert it in the part we showed you right there. It's going to screw into the fairing. Then we're going to have it mounted up, and then after we get that done, we're going to be able to move on to the rest of the fairings on the bike. So we're going to go ahead and get going on this guy. All right, guys, so the part I was talking about, you pretty much have to take the whole neck off to get this front fairing on. So you're going to take that off. Then what Tim and I did is unscrewed these two bolts right there. And there's also two bolts right there, one right there. And then this piece comes off, and then in there is where I was talking about the screw is that's going to go in the fairing. So we're going to go ahead and get this apart so we can throw the fairing on. We'll be back in a second. All right, guys, Tim and I got the front fairing on. As you can see, it's not completely done because we've got to put the mirrors on and everything like that. However, Tim, do you have your flashlight real quick, bro? It's here.
Look who it is.
It's Chris Algeria.
Should we answer?
Answer it, bro. Oh.
Hello?
Chris?
What's up, bro?
What are you doing?
We're looking at houses.
Oh, do you want to come over later?
Yeah, just let me get home and then see what we're doing around the house, and I'll text you guys.
Okay, sounds good.
Alright.
Alright, love you.
Love you too, brother.
Alright, bye.
Later.
All right, shout out, Chris.
Shout out, Chris.
All right, so this is the screw Tim and I were talking about. It's actually a pain, but basically, here's all the fairing mesh right here. This is the type of screw you need right here, so it threads into the plastic fairing, because we found out pretty quickly that where it threads into the fairing is not threaded by Monster, so you got to use a screw that's going to kind of thread itself in there. So anyway, we have that fastened in there, and now we're about to throw the mirrors on and the windscreen to get the front end good to go, and then we will have another look at that in just a second. Remember, there's like a couple mounting spots. Oh yeah, right here. Your side has one too. And I think we have to use the same screws that we were talking about. Let me grab them.
No.
Here you go.
Oh, yeah.
We'll just have to grab the
Screwdriver.
All right, guys, and then another mounting point for the front fairing. I know it's dark, it's hard to tell, but right here, there's another tab underneath that pretty much connects the fairings to the bike. You're gonna put a screw, yeah, there you go, right in there. And you're gonna twist that in, and that's gonna, for the most part, fasten the rest of the front end down. No promises how difficult it'll be. I'm assuming it'll be kind of difficult because it's gonna...
Yeah, they're trying to cross thread, dude.
Well, I don't even know if it's trying to cross thread. I think it's trying to...
Oh, I'm in. I just need that screwdriver. It's like behind you, right there.
All right, guys, so the front is completely done. Front is screwed on solid, like nothing is moving at all. And like we said, there's screws underneath there, and they're good to go now. So this front part is done. Tim and I are now going to throw this front fender on. We'll try to give you a little tutorial of that as well. So we have all the hardware ready to go, so we just gotta grab the fairing. Yeah, and then we're gonna get at it. All right, guys, here's the front fender right here. Monster did a great job painting it. As you can see, it looks pretty sick. Tim and I are going to go ahead and slap it on the front here. We're gonna do our best to do a little tutorial, like I said. We're probably gonna get a little time lapse going, but let's see what we can do.
Oh, look right there. Oh, yeah. Go.
All right, guys, Tim and I just finished up the fairings. I guess I'll film from this side because there's actually light. So basically the only thing that consists of holding this on is these two bolts here, and then that one right there that Tim just pointed to. right there. So basically that is literally the only 3 bolts on each side holding this on. So now we have the front fairing done and the front headlight fairing done. Now we're just going to move on really quick to throwing the windscreen and mirrors on, and then we will start moving on to the mid pieces here. Alright guys, Tim and I finished up literally the whole front end of this thing finally. So today we got the gas tank back. It's all painted up, matching everything else. I'll put info in the description on who did that. But yeah, we got the front on, the mirrors on, the windscreen on. We had a little bit of trouble with that, but you guys should know how windscreens go on. It's literally like just bolts, 6 bolts on this specific bike. And the mirrors, well, we're pretty straightforward. This isn't even really part of the fairings, but they bolt on right there, that's it. So yeah, we got all those on, front end on, and now we are going to move on to the side. All right guys, so the next part we're tackling, like we said, is this rear end. This fairing on this R3, what the heck? Fairing on this R1 on the back is huge, so Tim is literally just taking off the seat really quick. Once the seat pops off, we are going to start putting the fairing on, which only consists of this piece right here, which is going to be going underneath that way, but yeah, it's going underneath there. And then, where's the other one, bro? The giant one? Oh yeah. And then the other fairing, right here. That's going to be going on the tail. So we're going to set the camera up, get a time lapse going. We'll give you guys a little bit of a tutorial on where the screws are and what's going on. And okay guys, so as you can see, we already have this rear fairing piece on, which was actually super easy, honestly. It's self-explanatory. It literally just slid over the back end, and then there's going to be these screws holding it in place. And then Tim is screwing those in place. As you can see, they line up perfectly with the tabs on the fairing. So far this back piece right here was definitely the easiest. And then this, like I said, is going to be the piece going underneath here, which is going to kind of hold that whole fairing together. And that's the one we are going to be getting at right now. You know what, we do need screws for that. Oh, we do. Well, let's find them. Okay. Alright guys, Tim and I got the rear end here done. Finally, it actually was kind of a pain, but it pretty much just slides into place. There's some clips in there, and push pin, it's a little dark, you can't really see there, but push pin, there's one there and one there. But yeah, the rear fairing is on now, and we're going to be tackling the side fairings next. Alright guys, so we took a little bit of a break. We actually went ripping the pit bikes, Chris and Tim. Actually, that's Dom. Or no, it's Chris, anyway. But yeah, we got the tail end done. Like I said, they're all fastened. There was only some parts where we had to put some push pins, and then there's little clips along here, or little tabs in here that kind of like slide into place. But now we're moving on to the side fairings. I put this belly pan on right here, and this one's simple so far. It's literally fastened or held up by that bolt and that one right there. That's pretty much it. So I'm going to continue tackling the side of this. Alright guys, so this is what we have going on so far. It's getting a little bit later, but I'm trying to finish up as much as I can. We got the belly pan finished up here, we got the mid fairing finished up, and I didn't really record much of the install here because it really is pretty self-explanatory. You just kind of line up the holes and put the bolts in. This one is held in by, basically you can see that bolt right there, that one there, and one there. That's pretty much it. And that one has only 2. Might have already pointed that out, but that's it. So I have this side on. I put these trim pieces back on, which is very easy. It literally just clips in, and one screw goes into the tank. Now I'm going to start getting into all the fairings that go up inside of the fork well to clean it up in there, and we will show what's going on after that. Alright guys, so we have the entire right side officially finished up. The lighting's, I know, not exactly perfect right now, but you can still get a good idea. I got all the trim pieces I was talking about finished up. All right here, so that's all cleaned up. And there's also more trim pieces that you can't really see because it's dark underneath the bike on this right side that we got all finished up. So really all we need to do is get the new turn signals. There's going to be here in a few days, but as in the plastics, the whole right side is finally finished up. All right guys, after finishing up the entire right side of the bike last night, I decided to go ahead and go to sleep. It was kind of a long day, but we are about to get the entire left side put on this bike. If my audio does sound different, I recognize that I had the mic backwards. But so yeah, we're going to start tackling this side piece here and see how well it lines up. Alright guys, so we are going to start with the belly pan here. Some of these fairings actually don't come with heat shields on them already, but Monster, and I think all their kits, does include a bunch of heat shields. It actually is adhesive. You peel it and stick it where you want to. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut some of this up and stick it to the belly pan here, and then we're going to get it up on the bike. All right, guys, we cut some of the heat shield up, peeled the adhesive back, and stuck it on the fairing. So this is what we have now ready to go. We're gonna go ahead and throw it on the belly pan finally and see how this thing mounts up. All right, guys, here is the R1 after it is all finished up with the Monster fairings. It took some work. There are a few spots that we had trouble lining up, but honestly, once you kind of just force them into place, and for the most part, they will line up. But we'll just go over a quick review of it for any of you guys that were curious who had the 2003 R1. The belly pan, again, is pretty much held in just by that bolt and that bolt right there, like very easy. And then this mid fairing is held in, you can see right there, bolt, bolt, bolt at the bottom. And then a couple right here, boom, boom, boom. But honestly, guys, like, it's hardly even worth pointing out and going in depth because it's pretty much where you took bolts out, you just put them back on in the exact same spot. And then for the back piece, you do have to put these on separately. And like I said before, it kind of clips into place. And again, it's very self-explanatory. And then there's just like push pins under there. And then the front piece, once again, that one was the most difficult part, was the part we pointed out to you guys with the screw in the nose. Other than that, pretty straightforward. Same with the front fender here. All the screws go right in where the OEM screws go. Perfect fit. Yeah, so everything went together good. You guys can see the bike actually looks really sick. That's we decided to do a custom paint on it with the gold R1 logo and the Yamaha logo. And I got the tank painted. Like I said, check out Charles' work if you guys are here in Phoenix, Arizona. He painted that tank up and matched it up to the fairings. You can see like identically. And we got OEM badges, slapped it on there. But shout out Monster Fairings. Yeah, I'll leave a link in the description, guys. But yeah, guys, that's the final look right there. That's exactly what it looks like. So thanks for watching the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.